Hello everyone on YouTube and welcome to a new 3D Artcore tutorial, and this time I'm going to remake a tutorial that I've already created on my own native language, which is the how to create the iPhone headphone set. So basically I will try to after I've done the other tutorial, just to maybe make it a little bit much more simpler than the process that I've done it in my own native language. So let's start. Let's open Maya and make sure you create a project file folder, and you set it to be the project folder, and also, as always, shading, smooth wireframe, just to see things better. We will start by creating the plug. Okay, so for that we will create a polycylinder like that, and press 5 in order to see the shader, and zoom in a bit. Now I want you to stretch this cylinder like so, okay, and right click on it, choose vertex, choose this little vertex in the middle here, and go over edit mesh. If you don't have edit mesh, just make sure you are at polygons here and click edit mesh, chamfer vertex. Okay, so then you will get this thing. Okay, the vertex, this one vertex as multiplied by the number of these edges we have here, and what you need to do is to grab this face and with the move tool pull it a little bit that way. Great. So now tap on F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode. Okay, and then hold down the shift, right click, choose insert edge loop, and we will create one edge loop over here and one edge loop just a little bit above it. Okay, now we will grab the select tool. You can press Q, it's the hotkey for it. So select tool, we will catch, double click on one of those edges here. You see this row of edges, and grab the scale tool and minimize this scale of it to about something like so. And we need to make it a little bit higher. So what we should do is right click on this object, choose all the vertices like here, you see, don't grab those here, it's not necessary, those. Okay, this row I want them to stay where they are, and also the upper ones, and then just pull it with your, okay, not like that. We need to still make sure we do it correctly, so let me do it just one more time like that, and then pull it up just a bit higher, and again grab this edge and move it like so. Okay, so that will be the like that, yeah. And from here what you should do is tap on F8, bring it back to object mode, choose this again, hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop, and we are going to add 2 edge loops. Okay, but you know what, tap on, yeah, okay, like that. We will create one edge over here and another edge just about so. Now we need to do two more of these, like 4. So one here like so, and one like so. Make sure it's the same width of, okay, also again something like that, so it will be probably something like here, and another one above it like so. Now you can use the move tool, so in order to adjust the width of those, if you see it's not equal, and let's say I grab those rows by holding the shift. You can choose them both and just center it in between, okay, those two. And if you see it's okay, so leave it like this. Now the next thing is to grab those vertices and bring them somewhere here, okay. And then what we should do is grab all those faces, okay, like that. Now I may forgot to tell you to do something at the start, is actually to remove the cap, okay. Don't do so it will look like this piece here, and also add more segments, so like it will have 50 segments and it will look smoother. Now right now it looks a little bit you know, like pieces built from pieces, and I may need to apply smooth preview, but also to make sure that I'm doing it right, so I may need to apply more subdivisions here, supporting edges and stuff like this. Okay, so after we chose all those faces up here, by holding the shift you can choose one by one, and then we make sure that keep faces together is signed with V here, okay. I don't know what you did earlier in your model, so make sure it's like that. Choose the extrude it outside, okay. I think okay, no, don't extrude, just extrude it once, but no, I see what's the problem. My extrude tool is not resetted, so I will reset it, reset setting, and then I will extrude it. And here you want to grab, after you done the extrude, you click once on scale tool and then open it like so, okay, so you'll get something like this. Now maybe a little bit more, okay, like so, and then choose the extrude, bring it up again. So I currently applied twice the extrude, and I may want to do it once more. So first of all I want to see the object, and I need to make sure that this piece here is not longer than this all piece, okay. So something in the middle, maybe a little bit more than the middle, is okay. Again extrude, and this time I will use again the scale tool after applying the extrude and try to match it. So see this here, those faces here will be the same size as these. Now in order to do this you can change to 4 view by clicking here and then put your mouse cursor over the top and press the spacebar to expand it. Now I will go back just for a second to the these faces here, and see, now I will catch one of these here, just so I will have some something to relay on, okay. You will see in a second what I mean. I tapping on the spacebar to switch to 4 view, again to top view. So you see the browns area here, you know these are like the faces that I've just selected, and you can see here at the side here, this is this one face that I pointed that I want to relay on. So now I know that this is where those two lines should meet, okay. So I will hold down Control to unselect this, and then I will switch to Scale tool and use this middle cube here in order to match them together. That way you know that these are like same size as the lower part. Now you may want to zoom in just a bit and maybe adjust it a little bit more, and then tap spacebar, and here spacebar again to switch to perspective mode. Again, click on extrude, bring it up like so, just a little bit, not much, okay? Again, click extrude, this time again to the scale tool and grab the middle cube, extrude it like so. Okay, something like that, it's fine, maybe even more if you like, I don't know, just a bit. And again, extrude, and this time bring it inside, like so. Now, you don't have to go all the way down, something like here, it's pretty much fine, okay? And tap on F8 to bring it back to object mode. Now, the thing is about this shape is, as I told you before, you may want to leave it as it is, or you may want to give it a little bit more smooth appearance. So in order to use the smooth preview key, like if I click on 3, you see what happened to the shape? This is not acceptable. You need to do something else. You need to add some more extra edge loops in order to preserve the shape, but at the same time to give it just a little bit smoothness to corners. So you may want to come and start creating these loops, edge loops, okay? But first, for this corner, for this area here, faces, you may want to start by clicking this face, this vertex point, sorry, and edit mesh, chamfer vertex. And then you will be able to add one more edge loop in this area. So I will bring it back to object mode by pressing F8, hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop, and we will start adding edge loops very close to these corners, like this corner here and this corner. Each one of them we will add 2 more subdivisions. So this one now has 2, okay, and make sure to make them closer if you want this corner to be just a little bit sharper, okay? It will be a little bit smooth but sharper at the same time. See? And now it means that I need to add one more over here, and I want to add one more over this one and one more here. So that means this corner has 2 supporting edges, this one has 2 also, and this one will have 2 like the others. And from here I probably from here I believe that you already understand what I'm doing, but here I want to add one more from the up and the lower. I will check it later. I just adding 2 more just to preserve this construction of these, because these will be some kind of rings, plastic rings around this plug. And here, by the way, I just added one more edge to each of those, so it's not like the others, only one, because it's not a corner. And here I will add 2, as you see. Also here I will add 2, okay, and here I don't want to mess around with this one too much. Make it closer, but not don't snap it to the other one, just very close. And here you may want to make one more like this. Okay, now I'm not sure it will be perfect, but we will need to first test it. So now I will press 3, and this is how it looks like. So as you can see, it did preserve the look of it, and did also applied a little bit smoothness to corners. Okay, so it looks rounded just a bit, and this is what we're trying to get. Okay, also here it should be a little bit sharper, so This is how it went, and this one is bad. This one we will fix in a second, okay? The thing is, I want to grab this and see that those 3 rows I've made here, these plastic rings supposed to be, okay, will stay here. At least I have 3, and after the along the process we can paint them in different color, and we'll still have those rings here. So tap on F8. By the way, they may not I didn't need those extra lines, but I thought that it will be better to create them. So suit yourself. If you see that it doesn't need it, you don't need them, so don't do this. So we will grab this face. By the way, switch back to non-preview mode by tapping on key number 1 on your keyboard, and we will go over Edit Mesh for this face, poke face, and grab this vertex point here and choose Mesh, chamfer, no, Edit Mesh, chamfer vertex. Okay, so now we can add one more edge loop, so this corner will look sharper. Tap on F8, and now it should look good. So let's press F8 to bring it back to object mode, and 3 to make it smoother. So you see now it looks better, right? So that's great. Now we may need to modify this scale or some length and things like that, but whenever you do this, make sure you do it when you at the non-preview, non-smooth preview mode. Okay, so make sure you press 1 and then you modify those things. Like if you like to make it just a little bit more this part to make it a bit more long, or like that. So be aware you need to grab these all vertices and just pull them at the same axis direction, okay? And if you want this plastic area to be more long, so grab all those vertices. You see, I'm grabbing all those also at the same time and bring it over here. Tap on F8, bring it back to object mode. By the way, it wasn't on it was on the smooth preview mode, and I didn't need I didn't want you to do this, because sometimes what you see in smooth preview mode, it's not what you see in non-smooth preview mode. So this is why I told you to do this modification while you are at the non-preview mode, smooth preview mode. Okay. Whew, this was hard to say 3 times in a row. Non-preview mode, smooth preview mode. Okay, never mind. Leave it. Grab this, and by the way, make sure it's here. Click here, and we will add it to its own layer. Click once or twice to see the channel box layer editor here, and while this object is selected, click on this icon here. Okay, it will add it to this layer. So it means if you will click here, you can't see this layer, and now you can continue on modeling other stuff without this object interfere your work. So also you can give it a name. So give it a name like plug, okay, and give it some color. Now the color you give it, it's the color that this object will is okay. This like the wireframes. This is the color of the wireframes that will be seen when this object is unselected. Okay. Now I don't know why, but right now it doesn't show those. Now if I will see, if I switch to 4-view, you can see that these wireframes are turned into blue. I can change it just like that. Now see, save, and it will turn into red. But do me a favor, don't use white or green. This will make you confused about when you select object, okay? if you will select multiple object on your scene and group them, or any other I don't know, actions like that, you may think that you also chose the other thing, okay, the other object. So try not to use white and green as for these objects. Okay, now cancel, and we will continue this. Now, as I told you, I want to make sure it's still here, and I want to unreveal this layer and continue. Click somewhere so you won't see those arrows, and now we will continue by modeling it's like I don't know what the word for this object, but this object will be our where the cable is you know, like splitting into two different cables. For it's entering from one side and splitting to two wires, okay, one wire entering from this, and at the other side it's coming out with two wires. So this is something like splitter, or I don't know what the definition for that definition. Okay, so create a cube like that, right click, choose edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge, and you go over edit mesh and choose bevel. Okay, now make sure the bevel is reset, so click on this little box here, go over edit, reset setting, and bevel it. Now after you bevel it, if you don't see the attribute editor and only the channel box here, okay, so switch to the attribute editor by once or twice click on this, and then you will get to see this box here, segments or offset. Now we want to add more segments, something like 8, I think it's enough, even more if you like. And the offset is really important right now. You need to make sure that these corners look something like this, okay? And then you want to right click on your object, choose vertices, choose these vertices, and bring this somewhere here, okay? Just like that, maybe even a little bit like so. And then choose faces, choose this face, this face, this face, this face, and this face. Extrude them once and extrude them down like so. Switch to the scale tool and then do something like so. Now should look something like this, but you also need to bring it a little bit more like this, okay, maybe even more, okay, and tap on F8. Now don't move it from the center because we need this center to be here right now. And what I want you to do is go over this cylinder, create cylinder, and it's hiding the rest of the shape, so I will scale it down and bring it somewhere down here, okay, halfway like that, so it will cover. And we want to add subdivision axis from the attribute editor for this cylinder. You want to add subdivision axis about 50 just to make it smooth, and you want to now scale it to about so, okay. And I want you to create a copy, Control D to create a copy of this, and at the same time I will bring it just a little bit down like so, and I want to scale it, okay. I'm going to use this just to create something here, you will see in a moment, okay. So this cylinder should be a little bit tinier than this one. You see, like the don't know how to say the word, what the words for this, but you know, the size should be something like that. and then it's okay. You can bring it, this piece of cylinder, up there like so, and then you want to you may want to just bring it here and duplicate it like so over here. Okay, now they should be nearby each other like so, but in the real object this this thing should be a little bit smaller. Okay, so I may want to scale it, but at the same time I may want to make this cylinder smaller and these two also. So what I will do, I will just grab one of them. No, I just want to bring them closer like this, and then I want to bring this one over here, but you see it's bigger right now, so I will try to minimize it, scale it down like so, sorry. And again, it should be a little bit more bigger than the others, so you may want to just scale this shape like so and like so. Okay, now a little bit like this one down here, and again make it smaller. So it's starting to be frustrating, but I don't know, I guess this is what required, so I'm deleting this and duplicating this. What I'm basically trying to do is scale this to normal kind of look. Okay, so sorry. So I'm trying to get the middle here to look, those two to be in the somewhere there. Now, okay, this is basically how it should be, and what I want you to do right now is to grab shift, grab all those pieces, okay, mash, combine them like so. And basically what I'm doing, which I don't really like to do, but sometimes it's just easier, is first grab this big object, the main object here, shift select one of those, it will select them all if you combine them. Okay, you see they're all selected. Go over mesh, booleans, and difference. Now if you've done everything right, it should look like this, and that's great. Now we have this piece and it's ready, and we can also modify it, make it smaller, bigger, whatever. Okay, just make sure it's there. We will add this to another layer, so open this channel box, okay, by clicking this here, this icon, and make sure it's selected. Click on this icon and you will see layer 1. Click on it twice, let's call it splitter, okay, and choose some other color. Make sure again it's not green or white. Okay, great. Now if I will switch to foreview, you can see I will also reveal this layer, so both of them are here. I just make this bigger than like the other one, and yeah, right now we ain't going to touch the scale of them, we just want to create them. So this is it for this part, I think, and make sure you save this progress. By the way, make sure you once or twice creating at least you like saving the files in two different names, so you can leave one copy of your work in different name, and it will keep it safe somewhere. Okay, so don't touch it unless you do anything wrong and you want to get back to the same same position where you don't need to do some like to start the work from the start, from scratch. So that's it. See you later. We'll continue this tutorial and upload it, so you will have some fun, and that's it. Have a nice day. See you.